Hello, welcome to Behind the Filter After Dark edition. We are so excited because we are at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, and this is the launch, I feel like just the beginning of Christmas season.
Listen, for me, Christmas started November 1st.
Oh, there we go.
I'm part of that group that started right after Halloween. So yes, this is officially the start of Christmas.
Awesome. This is Leroy Lewis from the Indiana State Fair, and he has given us amazing access to the beginning of the Christmas season. Tell us about all this fun stuff that's behind us.
Well, listen, we have over 1 million lights that are illuminated for this particular show. 19 miles of wire, 2 miles of a great show, 225 computers that are running this show, and an amazing team that is managing it for us every night. So it's a great holiday tradition for families to come through and experience. And if you have not experienced it yet, this is your year to do so.
Awesome. How long have you guys been doing this at the State
This is
Fair?
the 7th year that we've done it.
Okay.
This was a show that's come to us every year. Last year we worked with the promoter and we decided to purchase the show from them. So now this is something that the State Fairgrounds actually owns and operates. So moving forward, this is ours.
How much planning does it take to get all of this done?
Well, we have an amazing team, and the planning starts as soon as the show ends. The beauty of this particular show is that it is somewhat done every year, so we have a team that kind of knows how it goes and how things are, but the setup takes a while. So we've been setting up since October, so the beginning of October. So a few weeks it takes to put up all of these lights, make sure everything works together, make sure the software runs the music that is connected to the synchronization of the lights. All of those things take time and energy to make sure that it runs smoothly so that our guests can actually have a great experience.
Awesome. Tell us about actually like how to experience this, because this is my first time that I've been on the State Fairgrounds for this. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So even me just coming through and being like, okay, where do I go? Where do I drive? If somebody's a newbie like me, how do you explain it to people in terms of the experience?
You come through gate 3 of our fairgrounds, and there is a queue specifically for those busier days where individuals need to line up. There are times that you purchase in terms of your registration. So let's say, for instance, you purchase a 6 o'clock time frame, you'll go into the queue. The queue is set up to where you continue to have a countdown. So that countdown is the 12 days of Christmas. So as you're getting closer and closer to that 12 days is when you're getting closer and closer to the start of the show. So in those busier days where the queue actually takes us a little while, that you still have a little bit of the show that you get to see. Once you get into the show, we just ask you to go about 5 miles an hour.
Okay.
Stay in between the orange lights. You cannot come out of your car. Do not stop. So pack your car, 8 passenger, 15 passenger, whatever it is. There's a price that is connected to that. But pack your car, put in some snacks, have some hot chocolate on display, turn it to 90.7, and enjoy the experience. So I think the main thing is to purchase early, to make sure that you have a spot entry, because on the weekends it gets a little busy, and the week before Christmas is our busiest time. So if you want to come and have a little bit smoother experience, then maybe a weeknight might be a better time.
Okay, and so you officially open this weekend.
Yes.
And then you go on through. How long do you go through? Like
we go through the December 31st, so we cover the whole holiday season. So again, Christmas goes from November 1st to December 31st. So I don't know about actually maybe in the February is when my tree might come down.
Well, I'm Latina, so November 1st we start.
Okay.
We start it all with the Christmas and everything. So I feel you on that.
My wife makes me take down our tree. So she was complaining I had my lights put up on the house right on November 1st. So she was putting me out on social media and blasting me out there. But I don't care. I love it.
Nice. So do families come like in their pajamas with all their snacks and in their vehicles and just kind of roll on through?
I can't say what people do in their cars, but I think that if they're coming to be comfortable, why not?
Yeah.
I think if you, those later shows, those people that might not get the 6 o'clock show but have to come through the 8 to 10 o'clock air time frame, they might be ready to have their kids and ready to go to bed as soon as they get home. So maybe they're already set up to go to bed.
Okay.
But I think snacks are definitely on the menu. And again, hot chocolate is great there, especially if you want to roll your windows down and experience the breeze of the winter air.
Awesome. Where can people get tickets and get more information?
ChristmasNightsOfLights.com is where they purchase tickets. Again, you have to register for a time that you want to come in. There are no tickets sold on site, so
Okay.
you'll need to purchase them ahead of time. That gives us the opportunity to kind of gauge where we land, and we have a capacity, so we don't want to go past that. But ChristmasNightsOfLight.com, you can purchase them there. Also, we have 15 charities that we are supporting, so if you go onto our website or go into most different websites, definitely our social media pages, you'll see a list of those charities. We have 15 of them that we're supporting. So the first 2 weeks, November 7th through the 22nd, if you purchase a ticket, a discounted ticket with a discounted code with one of those charities, we'll give $5 back to those charities. So you already get a discount for purchasing and supporting those charities, but then also you can give money back to a local organization that's doing great work in the city.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by and explaining all this amazing Christmas spirit that
Thank
we're
you for
feeling
being
tonight.
here, and luckily we had a great weather tonight,
Yes.
so it's not too cold. And again, what better way to have a backdrop than some
I know,
amazing
it's
lights,
gorgeous.
right?
Like, it's just super exciting. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being
That
here.
was great. All right, I am back now with my co-host because we cannot do After Dark without Miss Ashley. So.
I'm here. I'm cold, but I'm here.
But I mean, come on. This is your
mean-
favorite season. Christmas is your favorite.
This is my season. I live for this. I already this morning put my Christmas sheets on my bed.
did?
Like, yes, girl. Like, I am ready. So I'm thriving right now.
I mean, I'm like looking around and this is just amazing. Like, nobody else is here and it's just us. If those of you that are listening to our podcast episode and not watching the video, we are at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. They have this, what is it called? We love it here. Christmas Nights of Lights. And so you basically drive through thousands of Christmas lights all the way through. And we're literally right in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Set up, recording our podcast with our little lights on.
When he said there was a million different lights, I got giddy. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, a million?
So this is just a really fun experience for us to be able to kick off the holiday season. And for the podcast, we're going to be doing some holiday remotes where we're going to be out and about a little bit more over the next few weeks.
Love it.
You're not going to be too tired to be, you're going to need a lot of Christmas cheer, Ashley.
Christmas fuels me. I have my Christmas fuel and my NAD fuel. I'm ready to go.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. So how have you been?
Well, big week for me.
Yes.
Started my last year in my 30s. Turned 39.
Yes.
That's crazy. It's so weird because someone's like, how do you feel at 39? Like, do you feel older? And I was like, I don't. I still feel young. I still feel, which is crazy how we get in our head that our 30s, 40s, 50s, or, it's age is weird. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'm excited. Like, of course, there's things where I thought I'd be doing by now at 39. And so that always hits a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel so optimistic about the next year to come. And I feel like I just did so much work on myself in my 30s. And I'm so happy with where I am. Like, now I'm ready to just have fun in my 40s. Like, let's go.
I love, that's like the best way to look at it. And I've always said ever since I hit my 40s, like that's literally the time where I have felt like I've come into who I am as a woman.
Yeah.
It's never been any other decade. Like
Yeah.
that's when like I think you just really start to dig in a little bit more. And obviously you've done a lot of digging in
Right.
lately. But I think like you just get, I don't know, there's just something about being in your 40s.
I love it.
But just enjoy your last
yes,
year in your 30s.
I am gonna do it all.
But did you do anything with your family for your birthday?
I took it really chill
Yeah.
because, Halloween was the weekend before and I still got my costume. But my
I
niece,
saw that. Yeah, you look so cute. You were a sexy.
Darth Vader.
Yes,
and
I was
Robin
like,
from
wait.
Batman.
Okay.
Except like every night, like when I have my full Darth Vader like costume on, they're like, "Are you Batman?" And I was like,
Well,
no.
That's what I thought too when I first saw the photo.
It's because I put these sunglasses on that was like half of Darth Vader's helmet and it was throwing people off. So I took them off,
okay.
but then I put them on because I love
Your
them.
costume was a lot better than my Buddy the Elf.
No, I love Buddy the Elf. He's forever iconic.
I'm gonna have to wear him during Christmas again.
can't
It's
wait.
literally the one costume I have, so I was like, I might as well wear it to work. It's fine.
one that just-
Let me do some serious hard news in my Buddy the Elf costume. It's fine.
Wait, you got to do one of these podcasts in your Buddy the Elf costume.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
I love
I
this.
will. I totally
love
will.
this. What should I do?
Oh my God, we should dress up. Maybe we should do that in one of the Christmas bars that we're going to be going to.
Wait, yes, that's perfect.
Okay, let's
All
do
right.
it. Such dorks, I swear.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh. All right, we want to jump into some
Yes,
things.
let's jump in.
Okay. Do you want to start or you want me to start?
I don't care, girl.
I actually did want to talk about this is specifically on TikTok. I don't know if it's crept over into other social media platforms, but the whole 7 group thing.
Oh, what group you're in?
What group you're in.
I haven't seen on anything but TikTok.
Neither have I. And so for some reason, it came up across my FYP, and I'm literally like, what is this 7 thing? And everyone said, oh, I'm in group 7. I'm in group 7. And I was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Why are we in group 7? Who's in group 7? Why are we in group 7? Why are we special? Yeah. It makes literally no sense. So I did some digging today because I wanted to find out what the heck it was about. Because if you dig on TikTok, there's so many videos that you can search for about group 7, and I still get lost. So I found where the origin of group 7 came from TikTok. It actually started with a singer-songwriter. Her name is Sophia James, and it started in October of 2025. Frustrated with the unpredictability of getting her music noticed, she decided to run a science experiment to promote her new single. So her new single is called So Unfair. So the test was she posted 7 consecutive, nearly identical videos on her account, all featuring her song. And then each video, she assigned the viewers a group based on which the post they saw first for the For You page. For instance, if you saw the second video, you were in group 2 and so on. So that's how the group 7 happened. The result, the 7th and final video unexpectedly received the most traction, went viral, racking up tens of millions of views. That was how group 7 was born. So, yeah. So basically it turned out to kind of be like a badge of honor in terms of her. So once that happened, it immediately turned into like this elite club of you're dubbed in group 7 and you're really cool because you're in my group now. And so it became like humorous, random. And so there was like obviously a whole inside joke about it. And so what I want to talk about that piece is like how genius of a marketing tactic was that on social media.
That's smart.
Because it's so true. Like you get on social media, you get all this noise of like how to start trending, how to like get into your niche, how do you find your people? Mm-hmm. And sometimes it just doesn't work. You know, when you're getting, for the longest time we were like in the 200 view, video range of viewers, and you're like, really? How? Like no one's watching my video. So you're racking your brain. But to do that, you're pulling people in, you're introducing people to your music. And then the more people you're pulling in and you're repeating the same things over and over, that just shows you like how repetition is so important on social media. Yeah,
it really does. It is crazy, and good for her for doing that.
Right?
Like what a fun way to do it. I think too, I like that, like I feel like people just want to be like included. And it's like sometimes have you seen those videos and they'll like draw a heart and it's like the initial I draw owes you a coffee, or the initial I draw is gonna shit their pants today. I don't care what it is. I'm always watching like, what initial is this? Who can I send this to? But that's smart. And so did you get assigned a group?
No.
Neither did I. I kept seeing group 7, so then I searched it, and the first video of hers I saw was group 7.
Me
so
too.
I don't know if that means I'm in group 7 or now it's just her top video. So
I think it's because it ended up going viral after the fact. And so like now we're just going to see group 7. So yeah, but I just thought that was like brilliant. Like what a way to be able to market yourself. And I think that's like what you need for social media now. Like you have to just be, you got to be different.
You have to disrupt and you have to cut the noise.
And not only that, but being repetitive is okay.
Yes.
I think there's so many times on social media where even now where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do another news story. But I've kept going and it's done amazing. And so you can never say the same thing over and over again because you're always going to reach new people. Or people really also don't listen.
I also feel true. I also think they kept saying like niche down, and nobody wanted to do it. But at the end of the day, it works because people who follow you, they see a viral news article.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my gosh, this is my local news. This is my state news. I want to know this. I want to follow this. And so they follow you because they loved that viral video.
Exactly.
And I try to tell my clients that all the time when they want to like stray from there. I was like, okay, what happens now if your video goes viral of your kid? Are you ready to be a mommy blogger?
Yeah.
No, that's not what you want. Or if your video goes viral of your date night, are you a couples blogger now? Because that's why people fell in love with you.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, the reason people like me is they like to hear my age on repetition. So that's fun.
But you're so good at explaining like your season of life and like, what you do every day and your makeup and your hair routine and all those things, because people like me don't know what they're doing. and we look for people like you.
Well, and I think it's too, like, as we get older, certain things that worked in our 20s don't work anymore because our skin is different.
Yeah.
You know, our stage of life is different. And I also, you know, I'm a big believer on why I share is like, I'm 39. That's weird to say for the first time.
For your first time.
For my first time. I'm 39. I'm single. I haven't had kids yet. And I'm in this weird phase of life that I never thought I'd be in. And on so many videos, when I, like, sometimes I feel alone. You're like, oh, like, I'm single. I'm this and I'm that. I shouldn't be at this stage. And then I get a comment on my video like, I'm 38 and single. Thank you so much for posting this. Or I'm 39, or I'm 40, or I'm 35.
Yeah.
It's so nice to know that we're not alone. And I feel like that kind of even goes back to that group 7. It's like, whatever it is, it's just nice to know we're not alone.
Yeah,
It's nice
totally.
to feel like you have some
You're
camaraderie.
included. Yeah, you're included in something. So that's
Exactly.
cool. So yeah, I just thought like, I'm like, I need to dig in. What the heck is Group 7 and why did this even become a thing? So,
Yes.
There we go. That's my story.
All right, so my viral story actually hits a little close to home. I haven't had a chance to tell you this
Oh
yet.
my god. Oh no. You're breaking news like
My-
for the first time on the
Beep, beep, beep,
podcast.
beep,
What
beep.
is happening?
I know. So, you know how I recently went to Florida to my cousin's wedding?
Yes.
So she got married and was scammed by her wedding photographer.
What?
So let me tell you her personal story.
Oh
and
my
then I'll
god.
tie it-
Can I do a news story?
Yes. No, girl, this is he is a huge scam artist. Am I allowed to drop his name? This is all alleged.
This is allegedly, okay?
Allegedly.
We're not talking news.
Allegedly.
No, seriously, let me like talk to her and like I'll just do a TikTok story about what happened to her.
She would love it.
Okay.
So what, for a brief synopsis in this, the photographer was communicating with her all the way up to the day of the wedding. They had like a joint Pinterest board and he was like, oh my gosh, I love what you posted. I love that one. This would be a great shot. He was, he got the wedding timeline. He's like, this all works. He's like, this is technically a half an hour early, but we'll work it out. He's like, you've been so great to work with. So she's feeling really good and excited. So the day of the wedding comes and the venue comes to her and like, hey, we don't have, I believe it was his insurance paperwork.
Okay.
She's like, okay, let me contact him. He was supposed to be there at 12 p.m. that day. She reaches out to him at 11 a.m. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. Here it is, sends it over. And then I think he said something like, he was on his way. Well, something triggered in her that like, why aren't you on your way yet? Or I don't know what he said had triggered her.
Okay.
So she starts to respond like, you know, you're still supposed to be here at noon. We'll see you then, right? Ghosts her. Immediately shuts down his communication.
No way.
Will not answer her text. Will not answer her
Wait,
calls.
at this point, did she pay him in full already?
She paid him in full.
Oh my gosh.
It's day of her wedding, and he's supposed to be there in an hour.
You've got to be kidding me.
So she starts to panic, and the biggest thing was he just stops his communication. So she's like talking to her family about it, and her brother then decides to send a text to him because he wouldn't know his phone number. And he texts him, he's like, hey man, I just got you as a referral. I'm getting married soon. Can we chat about your availability and pricing? Immediately text back. Hey, yeah, man, I'm on a flight right now, but I'll contact you after. So he's ghosted my cousin, but responded to my other cousin because he thought it was a potential inquiry.
No way.
My cousin and I were at the house together. I was like, you know me, I'm a single girlie. I can sleuth you down like this.
Yes.
So I was like, give me his phone number. So I, put it into Cash App, got his full name, went and searched him, searched his reviews. Immediately, things start popping up where this is his thing. This is what he does. He either shows up and never sends you your photos. Best case, he sent them raw, unedited photos. Most cases, he doesn't show up. Or you pay for 3 photographers, only 2 show up. In totality, he has scammed between, allegedly, 60 to 80 brides. And he's getting away with this because he's based out of California and Ohio, but he's taking brides in other states because it's not uncommon to hire an out-of-state wedding photographer.
Right.
So it's insane. And the more my cousin's uncovering, it was like the Saturday after hers or sometime soon after hers, because she just got married in October. He had done it already to another bride.
So what did she do for her wedding?
So thankfully for her, she had paid him with a credit card and they disputed it with the credit card company.
Perfect.
She got that
good.
back.
Awesome.
But so many people, he has Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, they don't do any type of protection.
No.
And then, thank goodness, my other cousin, with the job she has in the industry she has a lot of photographer connections. So they just started reaching out. My other cousin started reaching out because they had some close connections. They were able to get her photographer and videographer that day. But what a heartbreaking moment for the couples that didn't.
That's like the last thing that like you want to have to worry about on your wedding
Yes,
day.
and that's not something that like this is your most cases one special day. You can't, it's not a birthday party, I don't know, you can relive. Like, he is literally scamming people out of what could be or should be the most special day of their life.
Is he on social media? Like, are people commenting
So
on
he
his
is
things?
on IG as
I'm sure he's blocking
Tiandre
everybody.
Photos. The comments are limited, and he hasn't posted anything in 2025. So there's some, like, if you dig in deep enough to him, there are some red flags. But the thing is, he communicates with his brides, and everyone said that he's such a good communicator. He's constantly talking. That there's no
So
reason.
literally a fraud.
Yes, and I believe he was referred by someone else. And like other photographers are now coming out of the woodwork. Where like, I used to work with him. We did a shoot together, and then fast forward, the bride's coming at me saying, "Where are my photos? I can't get a hold of Tiandre anymore."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if you dig enough, you probably have a lot of people to interview. So it's heartbreaking. I'm happy for her. It's worked out for the better. But she's working with like trying to get a hold of Meta to get his Instagram taken down,
Yes.
trying to get a hold of the platform where you can like send inquiries and try to get that taken down, because he's just continuously doing it. And somehow this
I'm
man
surprised
is hiding.
nobody has tried to sue him yet, or try to bring some type of like criminal charges against him if they have
Yeah.
proof of like him or them paying him money and then him not fulfilling his end of service.
I don't know. I know there's a couple of brides that are still talking about it, so
Okay.
I don't know if things are under the way. But it seems like to me it's an easy way.
That is horrible.
It's
That just
horrible.
goes to show you, like, now when you pay for services for like really big things, like
Yeah.
you should do it in a space if you're paying somebody that you can dispute the charges
Yep.
if something happens, because then you're screwed on your end.
And I just like
And you would never even really have to think about that.
right. And why we think like you meet someone, they show you your work, you think they're good, but then like I don't know. I just had this conversation with my mom today because someone who worked in their backyard has just utterly screwed them over out of a lot of money. And I was like, let me do a little digging for him. And there's like a bunch of reviews where he somehow, because he doesn't have Google reviews, it doesn't come up as high. So you have to look a little deeper.
Yeah.
And it's like, didn't finish the job, damaged the property, blah, blah. And it's just like, how are these people getting away with this
Yeah, I have
consistently?
no idea. That's awful.
The fact that you've done this to 60 to 80 couples, and you think this is okay? Allegedly?
Yes, allegedly. Allegedly.
Not okay.
No.
And scamming too is like, it's obviously such a dirty thing because it's taking your money, but it's also betraying your trust.
Oh,
and it's betraying your
100%.
ability to trust people. And I think that's so sad.
It is sad because it's so hard, because like I think that's probably like, for me, I feel like the trust part is like the ultimate betrayal with any type of relationship,
Mhm.
because that's where you start to like invest in a person and
Right.
start to have a deeper connection with somebody,
Yeah.
because you feel like you're connecting with them and you can divulge more information and do all those things, and then like once that gets betrayed, it's super personal.
Yeah,
and
it
hurtful.
is. And then to do it on a special day.
Gosh.
Boy, bye. So we found some of the brides. I
Well,
can send you all of
hopefully
them.
the photos are going to be a lot better
Yes,
than
her photos turned out beautiful. Her day turned out beautiful, and I'm so happy hers turned around. But so
Yeah.
sad for the other girls that I don't know, maybe their iPhone was their only camera person that day. Can you imagine?
No, I would be so upset. Although I remember, so when we had a photographer when I was married, I'm not married anymore. When I was shopping around, because photographers are so expensive,
Yeah.
and so we were very much so on a budget. And so after we got married, and then I would hear about how much people would spend on their photographer, and my jaw would just drop,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that is not what we paid. But we went very simple and minimal for ours.
No.
But I just couldn't imagine like
Yeah.
that person charging probably that
Yeah.
roundabout amount,
Yeah.
and then
Just not doing anything.
No.
Or just like the bare minimum.
wow.
Yeah. And honestly, what I'm
Jerk.
learning through my parents' issue is it's so hard to sue in these situations because of the cost of like legal fees
Yes.
versus the cost you paid. But sometimes I'm like, it's just on principle. Like, if you can afford it on principle, like, you just want these people to get shut down.
Yeah,
It's mean.
Or, you know, you go the social media route.
That's what.
You literally tear them apart on social media.
Yep.
You can
Gotta get the
easily
word out there.
Ruin someone's reputation pretty quickly
Yeah.
nowadays on social media, which is kind of insane.
No. But especially like with the way the algorithm works. So imagine like, okay, you are searching this Tiande's
Well, yeah, that would
photos.
obviously come up in
Yeah.
your algorithm if you're doing all
Yeah.
of that because it tailors everything to you.
And because I had searched him day of to try to help her find some information, one other bride recently came on my FYP about him. Like, says I searched him that one day.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know. So now I'm in the algorithm.
That's
Juicy.
so crazy.
Juicy tea.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so something I came across, I guess you can say, on social media today was something about Starbucks, and I didn't know very much about it, but it's something with their Barista mug resale frenzy. It says Starbucks recently released a limited edition holiday Barista mug, often a tumbler style, priced for $30. The item sold out instantly in physical stores and online. The immediate sellout led to a massive secondary market frenzy, with the collectible mugs being listed on resale sites like eBay for an extraordinary amount of prices ranging from $150 to $400. Videos documenting the chaos and lack of stock and the high resale value are trending. What is this stupid tumbler from Starbucks?
Somehow it came on my FYP today, and this, I might get some hate for this. It's not even cute. I don't think it's cute. It's
Okay.
a teddy bear. I don't know. I'm not a, this isn't my thing.
Okay.
So I should say that.
Like mugs and tumblers aren't your thing, or bears?
It's not a mug. It looks like a bear, a glass bear,
Oh.
with a little green hat and green scarf.
Oh, I think I've seen this
Okay.
bear.
I mean, the bear's cute.
It's a cute bear. But
I
not
wouldn't
for, like,
get up at 4 people. So people were getting up at 4
Oh
a.m.
my gosh.
getting in line
Yeah.
at 4 a.m.
We
and
might
then
get some hate on this.
I know,
We're
I'm
Starbucks
sorry.
lovers, sorry.
More respect to you. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
They were getting in line at 4 a.m. and I get this. By the time they got in there, they were frustrated because like baristas had sold them out, or like if it was a Starbucks and a Target, the Target employees were already in the line, so they didn't even have a chance, and they were in line at 4 a.m. And this one I saw, grandma, she went viral. She was trying to get it for her granddaughter, which I think is really sweet. And I get that frustration. Like if I get up at 4 a.m. and I'm putting in my best
Yeah.
effort, but like one of them only had like 6 mugs. So I think people were frustrated with that like lack of quantity, which I think that's part of their marketing, but also the fact that employees were taking it. But then baristas were like, well, we deserve the mug too. Like we want to have it too. It's not fair that, you know, just you guys get to go for it. So it like started having this little online quarrel between whose right is it to buy it at 4 a.m. and who's not. And I'm like, whew.
Oh my gosh.
know.
Wow. Okay, Starbucks.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the Stanley Cup thing.
Oh yes,
It's kind of the same thing, right?
It is, and maybe yeah.
Was it a Starbucks Stanley Cup too?
Maybe it was.
I can't
don't
remember.
but it was some new
But I know
Stanley
it was like
launch.
it was at Target. It was a Target
yes,
one.
yes.
That's what it was.
Was it the Bridgerton? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But I mean, hey, good
went
for you
insane.
guys if that's your thing.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's a cute little bear, but it's. I don't know. But I guess if you're one of those people that collect all the Starbucks cups, like that's something important to you, and I get that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm already getting anxiety about the Starbucks lovers not liking that I didn't.
I
like the
know.
cup.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, guys. I love you.
People hate us regardless. They just don't. They just like to
Yeah.
bitch and complain. It's fine. Let's go.
Okay, so this video went viral and it said, we want to know the most insane thing your ex did. I don't want that he cheated on me. I want only things psychopaths would do. Here are some of the comments. I hearted the ones I thought I wanted to read. She cheated on me with my dad. I know this because I was in a full, is it ghillie suit? Which is where it's like full, I had to look it up. It's like a full camouflage suit in the field across the street. So he was watching her cheat on his dad.
Oh my gosh.
Cheat on him with her dad.
Wow.
He got my best friend pregnant on our wedding night. She had a daughter. I was the godmother. I had no idea it was my husband's baby for 10 years.
That's insane.
He told me I wasn't allowed to use tampons because that's cheating.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Who would even say something like that?
Some of these I'm like this next one, like it can't be real. He was 21, still bathed with his mother in the same bath at the same time every night.
That's really gross.
That's 21. Bathing with his mom.
Yeah, you have issues. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He cheated on me, got the girl pregnant, sent me a picture of the birth certificate, and he named his daughter after me. I'm sorry I'm laughing at your trauma, but some of these are so funny that I can't fathom them being a real person.
You know, it's so funny because when we talk about some of these, a lot of people in the comments are always like, why are you laughing? I'm like, because what else are we supposed to do?
It's shocking that people act like this.
Wow. That's slightly crazy.
My ex left his dead cat in the freezer for 3 months and would take her out and cuddle her at night when I wasn't there. I only found out after the fact that this happened.
Oh my God, I would never do that, and I have 5 cats.
Yeah. That's not the first time I've heard someone froze their cat.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. That's really weird.
Like, you could get it embalmed.
Yeah, I know.
I guess that's expensive. I don't know. I had cardiac arrest during an emergency C-section. He said he wanted to sue the hospital for saving me and the baby.
Dude, there's a special place for you in hell for that comment. That is awful. That's horrible. Like, why would you even say that?
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
You would never see me or that baby again. Okay, I think that was it. There's one I'm trying to find because you know, like when there's a comment and it's so big, everyone's commenting about the comment.
Yes.
Somebody cheated on their significant other with a deer. I'm just gonna end with that. I don't have the details because I can't find the original comment, but everyone keeps commenting to the girl who got cheated on with the guy by the deer, or the guy and the deer. We're praying for you. We're sorry.
I'm literally speechless right now. I don't know what to think of it. Oh my, I don't know. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's good stuff.
That was that. Moving on. What do you got?
Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, I wanted to talk real quick a little bit about some AI stuff. It says Meta platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, are updating and reinforcing their platforms regarding AI-generated content. The platforms are increasingly requiring creators to use labels, such as saying, it has AI info on it, or it's labeled as AI generated for content that is entirely generated or significantly edited by AI. The policy shift is a response to the rapid rise of realistic deepfakes and the need for transparency. This marks a critical moment in the ongoing battle against misinformation, obviously all the things that are happening in the media, driving conversations about digital authenticity, free speech, and the technical challenge of accurately detecting synthetic content. So, I know. I feel like AI is kind of like taking over literally every space. Yeah. And this is also a pretty disgusting story, but as I report the news, I report a lot of disgusting human beings doing awful things to children. And there was one, and I did put it on TikTok, and the guy, when they found his things, he had AI generated pictures of toddlers that were pregnant. Like, that's what he created with AI. And they're not normal people, they're AI generated. And so I think when they were going through all of his photos, they're like, how do we quantify this? Because it's AI, it's not real, but you're depicting a child, but it's not a real human being. So so I think there's a lots of, I think people are just doing so much with AI that I don't think we've caught up to all the things people are doing with it. Yeah. And so now people are coming across stuff like this, and you're like, what in your right mind would even think to create an image like that on AI?
Right.
So that you would have, and then you try to sell it.
It's disgusting.
Isn't that so gross?
That's disgusting.
So it's like, I feel like this is just going to be like a never ending battle of us continually trying to catch up to the next thing that's happening with AI.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be there now, and it's even going to be even more advanced. At some point, it's going to be looking absolutely realistic, and we're not even going to be able to tell what's fake and what's not.
There is some that is getting, so if you, do you know who Jake Paul is?
Yes.
I don't know how this started. Have you seen the Jake Paul AI edited videos?
No.
I find them, I don't follow Jake Paul. I don't really know much about him. I
don't
just
very much
know
about him
of him because he started on the
mad
Mind Days.
I know a lot of Puerto Ricans were mad when you moved to Puerto Rico, but that's all
Okay.
that's all I do.
I literally know like nothing about him. I just know of him. And somebody started making AI videos of him, like dressed as a woman or figure skating or like floating around like a fairy. And they're honestly the funniest things I've seen. But some of them I had to like double like at first, and then you kind of see like the hand morphs or those little things that we look for.
That don't look real.
But I'm like, and then one time I saw one where he was making fun of the AI, but I thought it was AI, but it was really
actually him. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! It was just like you just never know.
You never know, but it is scary. I saw a video today, and I haven't had a chance to look into it more. But allegedly, a mom was talking, or the kid was talking to whatever AI program is in a Tesla. And at the end of it, I don't know how the conversation got there. The AI program allegedly told the kid, "Send me a nude." And the mom is like pissed. Yeah, obviously, it's disgusting. If this is all true, I did not have time to fact check this. And I just had it like, okay, I want to clock this and come back to it later. But she's going on this big search about it, and it's just like, first of all, what? And then there was the thing about.
Well,
was
there
it
was a whole
Meta?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there was like their AI generated stuff was basically putting together like sensual and sexual content to minors, and so it got all the way to Congress because they were like, we've got to figure this out. This is not appropriate at all. And so it creeped into that. And it was just like the edit, like the search button that you use the AI inside of the apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's literally insane.
It's like there's got to be some regulations on that. That's dangerous.
It's super dangerous. I feel like everything is right now. It's slightly insane. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Okay, I also want to talk about another social media thing, Pinterest. Okay, because this says Pinterest reaches 600 million users. Pinterest announced strong third quarter results, revealing that the platform has surpassed 600 million monthly active users and achieved its 9th consecutive quarter of user growth. Revenue climbed 17% year over year. This news is trending heavily in marketing, business, and tech circles on X and LinkedIn. Pinterest CEO Bill Reddy highlighted the platform's transformation into an AI-powered shopping assistant. The growth confirms Pinterest's critical role in e-commerce and visual discovery landscape, demonstrating its successful shift from a simple mood board platform to a key driver of online shopping content. Okay, I used to do great on Pinterest. I can't resurrect it to save my life. So when I saw this, I was like, how?
Yeah.
Are there really that many people using Pinterest? Maybe because I'm in other social media platforms and I'm more active on the other ones because that's where my community is.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to resurrect my community on Pinterest and it doesn't work at all anymore. So it's like, what have they done to shift their algorithm to still reach these numbers?
I think what I've been learning, because I was studying, I think I told you, like my most successful month with what I do was because of Pinterest went viral. And it had paid me more than I had like made in a year on Instagram, which it's not huge numbers. I don't make huge numbers on that. But I think it's because of the type of content you're doing, where it's like it really is driving e-commerce. I think it's driving clothes, it's driving beauty, it's driving makeup. It's allowing people think of it as another social media, another Instagram. You need to almost think of it as a search platform, as a new modern Google for aesthetics and fashion. And I think those are probably the people that are coming on it more.
I think it's just changed because before, so when I had the fitness content, I was getting tons of like saves and all of that, and so I had a lot of them go viral. So that's where I ended up getting like, I had a pin, like it was over like 2 million, 3 million views, like it was doing great. And so then I started shifting my content, and so it just went like the hill, I guess you could say, or the big hill or the mountain, I would say. And also Pinterest had a really great creator program that was in beta that I was in, and that was the most I had ever made on social media, any of platforms. It was awesome. Like the amount of money I made, I needed that because that's when I had my studio that year, and it was great. And then they stopped, and then I'm like, well, what am I gonna do now?
I was bummed that stopped because I wasn't really investing in Pinterest when that happened, but I feel like it's just such a place where people are going to look for help, like where you want visual help, like visual help with landscaping, or visual help with your outfit, or visual help with makeup. And I don't know, I just think I wonder if the more TikTok becomes a search feature, if that will start to battle what Pinterest is doing.
Oh, that's true.
Because I find myself where I used to go look for outfit info on Pinterest, I'm slowly starting to look for like outfit interests on TikTok. So I'm curious about that, but that's a good reminder. I mean, I need to get back on my Pinterest.
Yeah. I
need to put that up higher in the to-do list.
I try, and then it just doesn't end up happening. So
I know.
We'll see.
Story of our lives.
So at the beginning of the podcast, you said something about NAD.
Yeah.
So you've still continued on your NAD journey, and so that has still been a huge help for you.
It's been a huge help for me and I think I'm now starting to see the longer term benefits where, like, when you first took it, I don't know if you got this because they were talking about maybe yours was a little more depleted, but I got like a huge hit of energy that day. And then the next day I was like, I feel nothing. But once you build it up in your system, it's that continual energy that we're like, unless, me, like with my Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism, I would often have to take naps just to make it through the day.
Yeah.
And I have been able to, like, unless I sleep bad, I don't have to nap anymore. I don't have to rest anymore. I feel more energy. And now I've started to notice it's helping a little bit more with my brain fog and my cognitive function. But my favorite one is it's starting to infiltrate into my skin, and I was super...
Stop it, really?
This is the crazy, and this is the only thing I can think it could be.
Okay.
I was super insecure about my hooded eyes. Mm-hmm. It was just something, and I was like...
You've always said that. You've said that for years, actually.
Yes. And I was looking into getting a upper bleph.
I started, just actually last 2 weeks, I started looking at my eyes because I was like, are they dropping?
Okay.
Oh my God, do I need Botox to go like this? Like,
and I always
can you just shoot me right here, please?
I'm like, how high can the toxin
How high can it go?
Yes. I'm trying to find a before and after because I didn't expect this to be a result. It has started to tighten the skin above my eyes where they're not as hooded anymore. And I've like taken saving for an upper bleph off the table. Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
Crazy.
Wow.
So I really love it. I know there's so much more to be explored there and studied there.
And you know what? And now I know why the NAD didn't hit me as I thought it was going to be, because I was just a mess in general, that nothing was working.
Your body might not even absorb it at all.
No, I don't think it probably did. Unfortunately.
It's so crazy how our bodies work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes it takes them going completely off rails for us to realize just how like much of almost like a train track they are, that the 1 minute one track is out of line.
Yeah.
Your train's gone.
Oh yeah.
You rolled down the hill.
I had a woe is me moment this weekend. I went to go work out with my boyfriend and we did weights, and I hadn't worked out because I'm still trying to like get my energy back up, and so I'm not really doing anything besides my dance class once a week. And so we went to the gym, did legs. After that, we decided to do some sled pushes. And, I've always been a very active person. Hello, I was teaching 12 classes a week. I've done 5 bodybuilding shows. And so I think I did maybe 3 or 4. And after the last one, I was like, I felt like my heart was going to fall out of my chest. And so I sat down, I stood back up, I started to see stars, and I started like waving, and he was like, what's going on? Are you okay? And I was like, I don't think I'm okay. He's like, sit down. So like, I literally felt like I was going to pass out. And then the tears. I lost it at the gym, and then we left. I lost it in the parking lot. I was just so upset at myself because I was just like, I felt like my body was betraying me. You know what I mean? Like, what have I done to you?
Yeah.
That all of a sudden now I can't do the things I used to do, when like that's all I did.
Yeah.
And just because, things are so out of whack, that is it like because of my autoimmune disorder? Is it because I'm in my 40s now and I'm getting older, and now I wake up and every part of my body hurts all of a sudden? Like, It's like it was
Easy,
all
Grandma.
well, literally, I felt like I literally was hysterical. Like, I'm fat and I'm ugly and nothing works, and I'm like, I cried so much that day, and the tears just kept coming because I was just so mad and frustrated at myself because like you just realize like you thought you were healthy but you weren't. You're actually a mess, and like you can't do the things you used to.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself time to like get better.
You do. That was one big thing for me when I started on my whole health journey. Which, did you almost crap your pants when I sent you those pictures of me?
Oh my God, Ashley, you have to share those photos.
You can put them on this podcast.
And you know what? That reminds me of like the first photo we took of each other together.
Oh my gosh.
You still haven't posted
I know.
it.
We got to retake it
Now
at
we're
this
gonna
point.
have to retake
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna
But now you're gonna
retake
have to
it.
wait until I get better.
Yes,
until
you
I
will.
lose my weight.
You will, because I
Okay, so we can put it on this podcast.
Yes,
for
yes.
when we share
Put
it?
one of my
Okay.
photos on there, and
Okay.
like for context, I was a mess, like in the stage, different autoimmunes, and she's had much more severe things like her surgeries. But I had undiagnosed hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, and what my doctor at the time explained to me is that when something like your thyroid stops functioning well, everything pulls from it. So my testosterone was pulling from it and draining. My vitamin D was pulling from it and draining. My vitamin B was pulling from it and draining. And then because I was also probably just like torturing my body with I had
the
one
things.
doctor, then my gut lining was out of whack.
Yeah.
So I was miserable. My coming to Jesus moment was one night, one of my really close friends, it was her boyfriend's birthday party, and we were getting ready to go all meet up. I think it was at a restaurant or I don't know, a bar somewhere. And I got all dressed up for it. I did my full makeup, and when I went to get dressed, everything was tight. It was uncomfortable, and then all of a sudden that exhaustion hit me. And I sat down on my couch for a second, and I just passed out. I was so physically exhausted, and it was like 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was the next morning I woke up and I was like, okay, you have to figure out how to live this miserable life.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out how to overcome it. And I mean, there were times where like I was so inflamed, pants I put on that morning wouldn't fit me that afternoon.
That's literally me right
It's
now.
horrible.
Yeah,
I was
awful.
taking off my rings, I would take off my jewelry, I would elevate my feet at work. And it's just this point of like your body isn't yours. But the best thing, like one thing I had to do was like at the time, I thought about this today too. I had one doctor who not only put me on phentermine, which if you're not familiar with it, I wouldn't recommend. They put me on a 500 calorie diet and a 0 carb diet, low carb diet.
A doctor did that?
Because they obviously thought I was eating too much. Because why else would I be gaining weight?
You can't even live off of 500 calories a day.
They said if you work out, you can go up to like 800. And so I'm
I
like,
didn't even go that
okay.
low when it was peak week for me for a show.
It was horrible.
What
it was
kind
like
of
5
doctor
to 800.
freaking recommends that? That is awful.
And I had another doctor, she was like, who prescribed me an antidepressant. And I'm not against those, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think depression's the root cause. I think it's a symptom of something wrong with me. She gives me an antidepressant, and I come back the next month. I was like, I've gained more weight and I'm more fatigued. Oh yeah, that's side effects of it. Hello? Did you even listen to anything I just said?
Wow.
But sorry, I keep going in circles. But the best thing I did is I had to give my body grace. And I was at the time a runner, which it's gross to think about now because I hate running personally.
Oh my God, I hate it. I cannot.
Yes.
No.
But I told myself I stopped my HIIT workouts. For a while I stopped lifting weights, and all I did was walk. And then I added in incline walking, and then I added in lifting weights. And now I'm back to being able to do things again that I used to do, but I had to give my body grace, and I had to realize like it's fighting right now. It's fighting to heal your gut. It's fighting to heal your thyroid. It's fighting to heal your hormones. It's working really, really hard. So something as simple as a workout you used to do even a year ago is going to be super hard because your body's tired.
Yeah.
So I know that has to be hard, especially for you because you love fitness, but
yes.
like you got to give yourself grace.
I know, I keep having to tell
It's
myself that. The next episode after this, it will be my the place I'm working with, which is Total Body Wellness, and I see the co-owner. Her name is Ashley too. She's my other favorite. Now I have 3 favorite Ashleys in my life.
I love that.
But we talked through everything like more in depth, and so there were even things that I think because there was just so much information that we went through everything. I was like, oh, that's also wrong with me. She's like, and that and that and that. I even had like other like bacteria and infection in my upper GI tract as well as my lower GI tract that I'm dealing with right now, and I was like, I don't remember you saying that. She's like, well,
It's
there's
a
a lot.
There's a lot. lot.
wrong with you.
Oh, it's an overwhelming journey, but it will be so good.
It is, yeah. So I've noticed already some of the medications I'm taking, some of the bloating has gone down a little bit, and I don't, from what we have discovered, is I don't think I have food allergies. I think I was so inflamed that my inflammation was causing the food allergies, because I have been eating gluten, but when I've been taking the medicines I'm supposed to take, like I'm not getting a crazy reaction like I used to get. And she's like, well, it's your autoimmune disorder was attacking your gut and your body, hence attacking any food you're eating. And so she's like, yeah, you may come to this and then be like, wow, I can eat gluten again, you can eat your eggs again, you can have milk if you want to try. And I was like, really?
That's crazy.
So I've tried trying to have a little bit of gluten here and there, and then I try to have some eggs here and there, and I'm still getting the inflammation, but it's like nowhere near to what it was.
Good.
So I'm like, wow, if I could actually eat food,
what a like change for you.
Yes. So yeah.
Gosh, that's so exciting. I feel like when you're on this journey, it's so hard because you want like that drastic. Like in my head, I thought I'm gonna take this thyroid medication, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, I'm gonna be super energetic, but it really is a snowball where like one day you're gonna wake up and you'll be like, I feel better today. Yeah. And then you're going to go to bed and you're like, oh, for the first time in a year, I've cleaned my whole apartment in a day. Like, you're going to find these small victories. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I do, because it's such a gradual build. Yeah. But, like, then you will, one day you're going to look back and be like, I can't believe that was me.
Yeah, that's crazy. When we share that, everyone's going to be like,
and it's not just, I want to be clear, it's not just like the weight, it's the inflammation. My face does not look like my face.
No, you look totally different. That doesn't even look like you at all. And that's how, I mean, lately I feel like my face is very, like I wake up and I'm like, who am I right now?
There's like, it just like the shape feels different.
The shape is just so freaking off. And then my eyes have been swollen too. And I'm like, what is happening to me? God.
Do you find that you're peeing a lot? Because I feel like as I started to depuff for like a month straight, all I did was pee.
I pee all the time anyways because of my interstitial cystitis, so it doesn't change anything.
You'll be it. That's perfect. You're used to it.
Yeah. So.
I was like literally every 30 minutes I had to pee because I was like,
that's me normally.
It was like popping a tire. You know, like all the air was finally coming out.
I have been waking up more in the middle of the night to pee. Normally like 3-4 in the morning.
Body's like flushing it out.
Yeah. So
I'm curious, next time you talk to Ashley, because I was like trying to think today, like so many women I feel like our age in this age range have an autoimmune and they have a thyroid issue.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did we do growing up that we're the generation that this is hitting the hardest? It could be like, you know, medical testing is just like, that aside, I'm just thinking me as a patient. And you know what I wonder? I wonder if it is the chronic fad diets where we were told to eat 1,000 calories a day. We were told to do all this excess cardio. If we just so badly overstressed our body, that it just drained it.
I mean, I also didn't really take care of my body when I was super young either. Like, you know, I drank and did a lot of drugs. So I did not do well. Does this make any sense? I had that diet, right? But then I was also a vegetarian. I just realized that literally makes no sense at all.
No.
Why did I do that?
It's
I was
like
literally
that
drinking it, like, I guess.
It's like, I don't want to eat inflammatory seed oils,
being
but
like, oh,
still, it's the justification. We all have it. Yeah. I thought I was doing good by eating processed Weight Watcher meals.
Oh, yeah.
By having the Nutrisystem gross. I can still taste those like nasty shakes I used to force myself to eat. But that's all we knew in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was fad diet after don't eat, after don't eat, after carbs are bad, cardio. And I'm like, I feel like I just destroyed my body.
Yeah. I remember having stomach aches and not feeling well as a kid, but we just never knew. And then that's when I stopped eating eggs, and then that's just when we knew like something was wrong, but we didn't really know. So she was like, I think you've had this, and it's just kind of morphed into other things.
Yeah.
And she thinks because of my autoimmune disorder, then the thyroid issue came after the fact.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I know my thyroid is genetic, and I've always had it. I always was a little bit, I was just more tired than most. I would sleep the most. I would nap the most. And my mom would take me in like, oh, she's a growing teenager. Oh, she's a stressful college student. And oh, she's this. And it was always something. And so I know the years of me going undiagnosed just made it worse and worse and worse and worse. Where I am so glad where women, it's more of a conversation now. Doctors are more aware of it. They're testing in different ways because... Imagine if somebody would have caught this for us when we were even just teenagers.
I know.
Maybe I wouldn't have gone through my bloated Michelin tire year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I wouldn't have had 6 surgeries and 3 organs removed.
Right.
That would have been really nice. I could have all my organs.
R.I.P. to your organs, girl.
Oh boy. All right. I think we've literally talked about everything on this episode.
We have. This was all over the board.
I know.
I'm excited to listen to the next episode with you and Ashley. I can't wait to hear
It's
that.
really, really good.
Good.
Yeah. The way like she talks about everything and breaks everything down was awesome. And we also went really in depth in the medication that you used to take and that I'm taking now. And I'm going to share that piece of it on WIBC because I think it's just really important. I think a lot of women who have autoimmune diseases and inflammation diseases don't realize that there is something you can take that's very minimal and it's long term, but then you can eventually wean yourself off of it, but it doesn't have the horrid effects that other prescriptions have for autoimmune disorders. And that's the whole reason why I stopped taking autoimmune disorder medication was because I couldn't function on them.
You had some extreme ones. I
Very
feel like
much. Yeah. Like I couldn't even do anything, whereas this, I'm fine. Besides the vivid dreams, I'm fine.
They are weird, aren't they?
They are a little weird.
That's funny too, because I know that you also talk with Pyle and Prana, and they're coming up another episode. So I went and got all my blood work with them today.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
okay.
Because I got off. I feel like my thyroid medication just wasn't working well, and we couldn't get it to balance with the previous provider. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go clean for a little while, and then start over. Let my body rest some. So I'm excited to see what she has to say, because I know from mine it started to do the opposite, where my heart rate started to increase, and like I had similar moments at the gym where I was like, I'm gonna pass out.
So that's what she did say, that if you take too much, then that's what can happen.
Yeah.
So she was like, that's why we start you off at a very, very small dose, and then we see how you do, and go from there. Because she's like, that's probably the only other side effect that like I have heard, but that's if you just take too much of a higher dose.
And we just couldn't. She would give me the higher, and it was too high than the lower, and it wasn't high enough, and
so
we
there
couldn't.
Wasn't like a happy medium.
And so I'm like, I just can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted, because it would wake me up at 3 in the morning. My heart rate would be like 90 BPMs at 3 in the morning, and I have a very low heart rate. It's normally like low 50s.
Wow. Because I know the endorphins hit you with the medication too.
Yeah.
That piece. Well, yeah, that'll be interesting to see what your blood work comes back with, and then also me talking with Peppermint too. So I just talked to her on the upcoming episode. We have lots of good episodes coming up. I'm excited. Just with a lot of health and wellness, and then also just us being out and about more for the holidays and stuff, and it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we're taking them to Dr. Christopher Jones. To
that's right.
At one of our favorite places.
Yes, we are. That's going to be so much fun. We'll be there next week. So we have like a lot planned. My head is slightly spinning.
I know.
On some of the things that I've been working on. And then we also have the opposite side, like the interview newsy side. And so I'm working on a couple different interviews that are deeper dives, and they're a lot, and but they're good. I think they're stories that need to get out, and it's a lot of information. So but we would love for you to come here to the Indiana State Fairgrounds if you are local and you're in the area. This is open until December 31st. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you guys can see in the background. It's amazing. You can come in, you can tune in to Christmas music, and you just drive through. You do have to reserve your time here, though, so you cannot show up without your reserved time. So, it's fun stuff.
It is. It's beautiful.
I know. We're officially kicking off Christmas.
Yeah. Yay.
Your favorite season?
'Tis the season.
Tis
Merry
the season.
Christmas.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next week's episode of Behind the Filter After Dark.
Bye.
Bye.